No one is going to believe me for this, but I used to eat like crazy, train like a maniac, and still look like a twig. No matter what I did, the scale just wouldn't budge. I'm about to reveal the exact meal plan that took me from struggling to gain weight to finally packing on lean muscle fast. No BS, no overcomplicated diets, just real meals that work. With that being said, let's get straight into the video. Alright, let's kick things off with breakfast. If you're a skinny guy trying to gain weight, the last thing you want to do is to skip meals, especially breakfast. I still remember coming back home very late at night and I just feel so exhausted and I went to sleep. The next thing I know, I wake up, check my phone, and my phone says that it's 11 a.m. And after that, I will go downstairs to the kitchen, eat whatever that I can find. But deep down, I know it isn't going to work. I realized that my weight just wouldn't change. In fact, my weight will even go down sometimes. That's when I realized that it isn't about eating more meals throughout the day, but it's more so towards giving myself more time to do it. And that's when I started to take my sleep more seriously so that I can eat more meals throughout the day. With that being said, this is what I eat for breakfast. The number one meal that I will eat for breakfast are going to be eggs because they are the most natural form of protein that you can find because they have the 9 essential amino acids that make up of a complete protein. I will cook around 4 eggs and they will consist of 300 calories and 24 grams of protein. Number 2 is going to be peanut butter bread. They will consist around 200 calories and 8 to 12 grams of protein, and they also taste delicious. Next is going to be oats. In order to make the oats more delicious, I put some cocoa powder in it, but for this case, it's going to be Milo powder. In 100 grams of oats, you will consume around 300 calories, and I will put 4 scoops into my flask. Add some hot water to it and stir it later on. I really like this because you can bring this anywhere you go if you're going out to study or work, but as you can see, it looks disgusting, but trust me, if you chuck this down, you will consume an extra few hundred calories, and it contains around 10 grams of protein. Yummy. After eating 4 eggs, 2 slices of peanut butter and oats, the amount of calories that you will consume is around 600 to 800 calories, and the amount of protein will be around 35 grams to 40 grams. So stop skipping your breakfast, guys. This meal takes just 15 minutes to make, but trust me, it sets the momentum for the whole day. Skip this and you stay stuck. Make this and you build muscle on autopilot. If you have been bulking for months, coming up with your own meal plans but still look the same, it is time to stop guessing because I am here to help guys like you break through plateaus with a step-by-step plan. The same plan that I use for one of my clients, Ivan, to see amazing results just with 2 weeks of training with me. And if you're interested, the link is in the description and my spots are limited, so fill it up while you still can. I still remember when I started bulking, I had this belief that I needed to eat junk food to gain weight, and the thought of it just makes me feel scared that I will gain too much fat. This makes me feel so dreadful, and I had to come up with a different plan. And that's when I found out this one hack that changed the bulking game for me forever. This hack is to drink liquid calories. Forget about chewing, just drink this and boom, 1000 calories in just minutes. If you struggle with hitting your daily caloric intake, this will be a game changer for you. And I will show you exactly what I will put in my liquid calories. It's very simple. You need to buy mass gainers. If you're a skinny guy looking to bulk, you need to buy mass gainers. And I will put around maybe 1 scoop or 2 scoops depending on the economy, and slap in 200 milliliters of milk because milk is good for the bones, baby. And I'm gonna put a little bit of peanut butter as well, 2 scoops of it specifically because I like peanut butter as well. And the next thing I will put, if I'm feeling a little bit fancy that day, is some honey because they taste sweet and good antioxidants, I guess. Next thing I'll do is obviously shake it and drink it later. Let's go. I definitely can put some oats in it, but this alone has around 800 to 1000 calories and 50 grams of protein. When I was a 9-year-old kid at primary school or elementary school, whatever you call it, my parents will come and pick me up and they will ask me this question once I get into the car. Timothy, what do you want to eat? And once I heard that question, I would think a lot of restaurants and dishes and a lot of them will come into my mind. But if I can't decide and thought about it for a long time, I will always come back to this one dish, chicken rice. And guess what? This meal has been my bulking weapon ever since. If you're a Western viewer watching this video, you might think that chicken rice is a very bland dish, and I don't blame you. No offense, but maybe your country doesn't make the best chicken rice, but you can season your chicken rice by making it more flavorful with pepper, paprika, butter, salt, and many other seasonings that I can think of. But the main takeaway is that you need to eat meat in your meals as well as some high calorie side dishes, maybe like pasta or mac and cheese, whatever that you like. Last but not least, it is time for dinner. Usually I would eat a meal that contains meat such as shawarma, pasta, maybe I'll eat chicken rice again if I don't know what else to eat. But if all else goes to plan, or all else does not go to plan, I will always eat this one meal that became my comfort meal. It is naan, cheese, garlic with tandoori chicken. And boy, oh boy, if you did not eat this meal before, my heart goes out to you, because it is not only high in protein or high in calories, it is just so delicious. And you're missing out if you're not eating this if you're a skinny guy trying to bulk. Though to be fair, this meal is also quite expensive if it is not that accessible in your area, but it is very worth it if you want to give it a try. This meal fills my recovery session and is also high in calories, so if you're skipping out on low calorie dinners, you are missing out a lot of gains on the table. Alright, with that out of the way, let's end the video. But wait, I forgot one more thing, my pre-bed snack. If I realize that I'm just a few hundred calories shy away from my daily caloric intake, I will just find whatever that's in a pantry. It doesn't have to be that complicated. So I'll usually eat Oreos or like apple lettuce or cinnamon rolls or whatever that you can find in your pantry, just to get the few extra calories before I go to sleep. Alright, so this officially wraps up the exact meal plan that I would eat if I was a skinny guy like you. It contains 3,200 calories and it also hits the daily protein intake of 130 grams of protein. According to my weight, of course. That's why if you need a personalized meal plan that is tailored to you, according to the amount of calories that you should be eating as well as the amount of protein that you should be eating, there's a link in the description if you want my help. No more wasting time. If you're not seeing results, go check it out. And also, if you want a step-by-step process on how to build muscle quickly with a proven system, there's a video that will pop up here in just a few seconds where I'll teach you how to gain muscle, specifically with weighted calisthenics. Go check it out.